trio was here. It was just a couple of us, and we were exploring. I filmed a 3-part video of Waverly Hills and ended up not being happy with the footage that I recorded, and that's one of the reasons I am back. Of course, this is one of my favorite places to explore as well, but when I came back and started editing my footage, I noticed that there was a strange frequency in the audio throughout the entire night that I was filming. Very strange. I was using a wireless mic setup, so it was really easy to, I guess, encounter some interference. Somebody told me that it could have been EMF, which stands for electromagnetic frequency. I've never had that happen to me before. I have used a wireless mic in the past in other videos, but not here at Waverly. If you do plan on visiting Waverly, be careful with wireless mics. That's all I have to say. I do want to share some of that footage with you just to kind of give you an idea of how terrible the audio sounded and why I came back here to Waverly. I have so many places to show you. A lot more things have happened since the last time I was here. A lot of history that I didn't get to share. Can you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, it wasn't very usable audio. I have the fam with me, James. He's right over there somewhere. He's sitting in the dark. Now, when people ask about Waverly and what are the most haunted floors or rooms, I mean, there's so many stories in all parts of the sanitarium, but the 5th floor definitely comes to mind, and it's probably one of the more haunted floors according to some. I'm going to share with you my opinion of most haunted based on my experience. There's a room here that investigators like to visit, also known as 502. People have caught a lot in this room, and some say that the reason why is because a nurse hung herself in that bedroom. But I did a little bit of research, and that's not where she hung herself. She actually hung herself right from up here, which is very close to the entrance of room 502. Now, there's a couple different stories about this nurse. Some say that she was having an affair with one of the doctors. She got pregnant, and the doctor still didn't want to, I guess he didn't want to get serious with her. You know, he was obviously married. There's also some talks about the nurse, you know, still having the affair with the doctor, and, you know, she was heartbroken because he didn't want anything to do with her, and he had broken up with her. And what most people believe what happened is that she may have been murdered, because when she was discovered, there was a maintenance man that came off the elevator right there, and he saw her hanging from the ceiling. There was a light fixture that was up there. It's not the same light fixture, and there was nothing beneath her. Another thing that's freaky is on her death certificate, it says death by tuberculosis, and the reason why they kind of tried hiding her death is because this is one of the biggest sanitariums in Kentucky. I believe one of the top ones, and they had a reputation to keep positive. And, you know, if they're hearing about nurses that are working here hanging themselves, you know, that's not going to look really good. Look good on them. Okay, James is outside on the decking over there. What up, James?
What's up, bro? It is cold as a witch's titty out here, bro.
Well, in here.
It's colder inside.
I feel like it is colder. You see anything out there?
Actually, yes, I was outside, bro. I was walking this way, and I heard like a whisper from behind me. I was like, what the hell is that? I got it on camera.
Wait, you heard a whisper?
Yeah, there's a whisper out there, bro. Right out there, I walked around this side, then I walked over here, and then like all of a sudden it's almost like somebody whispered right behind me. I was like, what the hell? I turned around, Omar's not even there. No, you were like all the way over there. I even showed you on camera, you were all the way over there.
So I was over here like talking about the nurse that was hung, and I thought I had heard something coming from this way, but I thought maybe it was you, but you were on that side. Well, it's probably connected, I don't know. So the room that I was just in, where James was in, if you ever come visit Waverly Hills, that's a really cool room to hang out in. There. Was that you?
Me? No, I heard something from behind me though.
was like, or something like that.
Really? Like a laugh?
I don't know.
What the hell it was?
If you guys hear anything in this video, please let me know. I've never been out here.
No?
I wonder if they used to do cold therapy, like for the children. So anybody that's working here, it's always cool to ask them some of their experiences, as well as people that have come and visit here. Well, we asked the security guard, hey, what's the craziest thing that's happened here in the last 10 years that you've been here? He kind of like froze up a little bit, and he was like, there's a lot. And I was like, okay, well, the first thing that comes to mind right now.
Right, that's what he said.
Yeah, so what was the first thing that came to mind?
He said on his very first day working here, he went outside. From the 4th floor, he saw like a rubber red ball bounce out of the actual sanatorium onto the road. And now if that's not crazy enough, he was like, I'm out of here, right? So he gets in his car, he drives down this long road to the gate, and as he gets out of the car to open up the gate, he hears the ball bouncing again, and it comes down the road. And he was like, he left. He's like, I didn't even lock the gate. I just got out of here. Like,
First day on the job.
First day. I'm surprised he came back, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'd come back if I seen that on my first day, because he was like hanging something. And he went outside, and dude, that's just.
Didn't he say something also like the second time the ball bounced, he heard like a giggle?
Oh yeah,
or something?
no. When he went out to the gate, yeah, he heard
Right.
the ball, and then he heard a giggle, and he was out. I mean. That's, dude, I hope we can experience that. But do you remember the first time we came here? We were on one of the floors.
Second floor, and
there was a ball, and it started rolling or bouncing. I can't remember what it was.
right, so there is
We caught it on camera.
there's a little boy here that they say will play ball with you, and he likes like a red ball.
Yeah.
You know what, I did see a red ball up here. Well, there's a ball right there. Oh, there's a couple balls.
Got a couple balls?
Oh, there's a red ball right there. There's something about like the red ball here at Waverly. You want to go into room 502?
Sure.
I think it says 502.
I remember last time we were here, when I was here, I didn't really notice anything happening in this area.
I can't remember. Oh, that's definitely a James toilet right there. Come take a look.
Actually, I gotta kind of go too. So what the hell? What is that? Is that a bidet?
No, it's a toilet.
That's a toilet?
They got blown up.
I guess you've been here before.
Oh, yeah. Tiffany and I were in this room right here, and we were doing like a spirit box communication. If it doesn't bother you to hear that strange interference that I picked up the last time that I was here, I'm gonna share with you maybe just a couple clips, because there was some really good ones. You wanna go down to the 4th floor?
Sure.
I got something really crazy to share with you about the 4th floor. In fact, when we go down there, you keep your eye out for shadow people, because there's a lot of them. They say that they're very shy. What happened to the people on the 4th floor, or what happened to people that were on the 4th floor, was very, very sad.
Oh yeah.
Very sad. So they say when you come to Waverly, to be respectful, I mean, not only all over, but especially on the 4th floor. So this is the 4th floor right here. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You caught that? Were you recording?
Yeah, but did it come from there?
No, it came from here. It came from down the hall.
It sounded like a woman.
It was like
Yeah.
Well, this is the elevator that was used that possibly saved a lot of lives.
Do you ever feel like there's somebody watching us?
I always feel like that when I come here. On every floor.
Yeah. That's
On
very
every
true.
single floor. So from 1961 or 62 to 1981 or 82, it was around those dates. The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floor were rented out here at the Waverly Hills Sanitarium. It was like a nursing home. Now, the 4th floor, the 5th floor, off limits. Well, there was a health worker that gets on the elevator, and she comes up to the 4th floor, which they thought was like abandoned, like it was off limits. 4th floor, 5th floor was always off limits. For some strange reason, a miracle from God, she gets off of the elevator, and as she's getting ready to get back in, it was like an accident. She thought she was going to the 3rd floor, and she gets back into the elevator and notices that she's not on the right floor. As she gets into the elevator, she starts hearing like a whining sound come from down the hall. So she backs out. She thinks that maybe there is some ghost or something here. She starts wandering and starts noticing that there are people hidden inside all the rooms. There were boarded up bedrooms, almost like if you ever played Call of Duty.
Did you hear that? It's like a whistle.
I hear a dog.
I hear a dog. Okay, go ahead. That's weird.
I heard something else. It wasn't a dog. It was like a person.
Yeah.
So when this woman goes and investigates, she starts peeking in some of the boarded up rooms, and there's people chained to their beds, covered in urine, covered in feces, terrible living conditions. Come to find out, when they did a little bit more research on why there was people here, some of these people had mental illness. They were being pretty much held here because their family didn't want to hear from them. Supposedly they brought them here on the 4th floor pretty much to die. Like they were barely being fed. I mean, what happened to some of these people is terrible, very, very sad. They say that they're very shy. Like you come to the 4th floor, according to investigators, they say that sometimes they'll start peeking out like little shadow figures, and then they'll go back in and they're very timid, very scared. But the woman was able to bring this to light, and there was all these investigations. After that, this place got shut down, and the doctor that was responsible for like what had happened, I guess he was responsible for the other floors, but there was something about this 4th floor. These people were just being held and like almost like in prison.
That's crazy.
So,
it's so sad.
People have reported the last time I was walking like drunk. We could catch that. Something was just walking. Anything in there? You're visiting.
I'm sorry about what happened to you guys on this floor.
Aside from that, but vaccinations that we. Stop, shh, stop. I'm pretty sure I heard like a footstep or something. Unless, no, it wasn't you. That's why I said just stay put for a second. There's somebody at the end of that hallway. I don't know if you were able to pick that up.